diffusion of an incurable disease has brought the world as we know it to a standstill. Zombies have taken over the world. In all the chaos, me and a group of other 500 people have managed to secure a local high school as a safe haven. This could be the last stand for humanity. We do not know if anyone else is out there in the world. The only ray of hope is that the school, thankfully, is in a rural, isolated area and seems to be one of the last places currently untouched by the disease. And this is how we will survive the zombie apocalypse. Hi, my name is Erica Gunwald. I am 25 years old, having finished a double degree of business and electrical engineering programs at the University of Pennsylvania. I am a very business-minded person. I am a strong-willed leader who is courageous. I am trilingual. I can speak Spanish, French, and English perfectly. Furthermore, I have done internships with Berkshire and Hathaway as a business intern. As I am very business-minded, I know how to lead a group of people to success. I have also engineered a few designs with Tesla motors. I was visiting my family during spring break when the zombie apocalypse broke out. Before the zombie apocalypse broke out, I was doing my master's in biochemical and electrical engineering at Johns Hopkins University. I'm 5'9" and am built to run and throw. I ran for high school and varsity track and did javelin throws. I'm very strong, and I am the leader of our new nation. The other 500 people and I have taken refuge in the former Horton High School, which is now Waldingchester Valley. Is a possessive descriptive toponym, and it is a combination of Walding, which is a combination of my last name, Wald, which means powerful leader, and in, which is the Anglo-Saxon suffix for people or family settlements. As I lead this community, it is only appropriate I named it after me. So the Chester suffix is evolved from the Latin castra, which means camp, in which we are literally camping at the former Horton High School to outsmart and outlive the zombies. The next part, valley, is descriptive of the physical landscape and is also a reminder commemorative of pre-apocalyptic times in which this area was named the Annapolis Valley. I am the leader of Waldingchester Valley. I have short-term objectives that I know we, Waldingchester Valley, the community, have and to complete and to reach before the arrival of the first zombies to our new community. So number 1, food and water, aka nutrition, is the most important short-term objective. Therefore, we'll use our optimal location and the hotel next to us to scavenge for dry canned foods, preservable foods, for when the weather is cold. We will get food from the inn next door. The gas station's not too far away. The farmers markets are around our area, and we will definitely make immediate stops to New Minas, which have the Giant Tiger, Walmart, Sobeys, etc. grocery stores, and we will stockpile and scavenge all of their groceries that are both perishable for immediate usage and non-perishable for winter usage. As well, we'll also scavenge from the nearby homes. We will store the perishable foods such as fresh produce, fresh meat, fresh dairy. In the cafeteria's kitchen, the generator is depleted of all of its energy. The non-perishable food items will be stored in the vast gym, perfect for all of those groceries we will scavenge. We will gather as many water bottles as possible. We will steal clean water from anywhere possible before zombies comes, because without water, we will die. Number 2, as we are preparing ourselves for the worst, we will definitely go to New Minas. Home Depot, Kent, Walmart, Canadian Tire, just shopping centers with tools, to find high-caliber tools to fortify our safe haven. As I am a business-minded engineer, I am capable of teaching the others how to use common appliances such as water hoses and power saws to create a 20-foot tall barbed wire solar panel electrical fans all around our safe haven property. So, even if the zombies come near the fence and try to climb it, they'll get their brains fried. Although we don't have access to necessarily access to military-grade guns and weapons, we'll definitely take apart the nearby homes and stores with electric saws and common home tools to create original but deadly homemade weapons of mass destruction for zombies. We'll also find as many knives and machetes as possible. Hopefully a home or two will actually have a shotgun or a rifle. We will board up the roof, the windows, doors, any breakable entrance into the school. We will also ensure that everyone in our community, the able-bodied, will be able to teach and train others to defend themselves and against the zombies. Number 3, it is important to have a medical facility with appropriate medical tools. It is necessary we have a center to treat patients, so we will find first aid supplies, stock up on them, CPR and extra AED equipment, medicine and useful prescription drugs, toothbrushes and hygienic supplies such as toiletries, and because, a healthy body is a healthy life for the whole community. We will get all of these supplies from drugstores such as Lawton's, Sobeys, Walmart, Pharmacy, and we'll also go into the Annapolis Valley Regional Hospital. And so we'll set up a makeshift hospital in the science wing in the former Horton High School, as there are already some useful supplies for healthcare. 4. Electricity and energy supplies. I, Erica Gunwald, am an engineer. Therefore, I will find as many solar panel kits as possible to install into the roofs for energy. We'll go into stores such as Canadian Tire, Home Depot, Walmart, and we'll even travel to IKEA and Dartmouth to obtain solar panel kits, because the more energy, the better. We'll definitely go by to the nearby Irving gas station and other close gas stations in New Minas and fill up all of our cars and keep this fossil fuel in reserve for later use. As well, this power will allow for our electric fence to stay alive and keep out any unwanted predators, aka zombies. Number 5, farming supplies and farming animals. We cannot live without food, so we will find as many livestock animals and planting seeds from areas such as Port Williams, Grand Prairie, Canning, to ensure that we will have enough food such as cows, lamb, horses, chickens inside our safe haven, so we can keep them for later use and in the future for later pets. Our long-term objectives. So while Waldingchester Valley is a compact shape, as well, we are landlocked. Although we are landlocked, we are right next to a highway, which is good for quick trips around this region to retrieve supplies and other business-related tasks. As I am a business-minded engineer with this community's best interest of surviving the zombie apocalypse, Waldingchester Valley is defined by superimposed boundaries in which these boundaries ignore pre-existing cultural patterns. Alfred Thayer Mahan's sea power theory is how Waldingchester Valley will conquer and dominate the New World Order. Once we fend off those despicable zombies by electrocuting their brains with extremely high voltages, we will take over the rest of the pre-apocalyptic Canada through the Minas Basin, as waterways are the ideal trade and transportation modes in which we will most benefit from. In the initial stages, also known as the Waldingchester Valley's 10-year plan, I am the leader of the Safe Haven. I govern it as a socialist totalitarian stage which resembles communist governments practiced pre-apocalypse. Why not a democracy, you might ask? Well, a democracy in our early stages will only decrease economic growth because of too many conflicting opinions and constant opposition. My government is totalitarian because I will exercise absolute control over all spheres of human life and prohibit opposition. As there are only currently 500 individuals in I, all forms of birth control will be forbidden until we hit a population of 1 million persons. This is crucial as we need to be in stage 1, at least in stage 1 of Warren Thompson's demographic transition model. Otherwise, humanity, as I know it, will cease to exist. Although the government is totalitarian, we will not execute anyone in the 10 years, as we need to increase population growth. However, any opposing members will be tasked with the most dangerous and physically demanding jobs. As Waldingchester Valley is situated upon agrarian lands with many crops already planted, we will use intensive subsistence. As Waldingchester Valley is situated upon agrarian lands with many crops already planted, we will use intensive subsistence agriculture as Waldingchester Valleys are currently a very small community. We will also combine this with polyculture as we need as many varieties of fruits and veggies as possible in a small amount of space. Therefore, we will not engage in monoculture nor pastoralism. We'll also practice slash and burn once we acquire more land so we can ensure that our soil will not lose its nutrients. We are using von Thunen's model to guide us in our journey by growing most fruits and vegetables closest to our community's safe haven building. We'll have the livestock animals farther away from the building, and the forest will also be further away, close to the animals. Rostow's model of economic development will apply to Waldingchester Valley. Most people will be employed in primary sector activities. My 10-year plan of modernization will allow us to ride from Stage 1 traditional society into Stage 5 mass consumption very quickly and efficiently. To maintain a satisfied community with equitable opportunity for all, I allow all religions, spirituality, languages, and customs and everything else to be acceptable. I will allow the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms and the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights as models of what is and what is not allowed, unless it harms what the government wants to do. Equity rights will be enforced, such as women and male will have equity rights will be enforced, so women and men will have equal rights. Therefore, there's no dress code either. All forms of entertainment are allowed unless it harms the government's image. So there you have it. This is me, Erica Gunwald's plan to ensure we take over and conquer the New World Order with this zombie apocalypse right here. Thanks for tuning in.